Hello friends, welcome to the another video lecture on a video lecture series on machine learning services in the cloud. So from this lecture onward we are going to start about how we can use those machine learning steps directly inside this Azure machine learning platform. So let's begin about the very first step. What we can do very first is we can start creating the completely new project or a new module or a new data set or even a new experiment. We'll start with the new experiment and let's name it as like a machine learning testing. So either you can create this blank experiment or there are a lot of ready-made models are available in a cloud. So once you got an expert, you can directly use one of them for your experiment purpose. You can change the different data set whatever the ready-made functionalities are available. So for time being we are going to start with this blank experiment. It will take little time actually. So here you can change this name. So I'm going to tell it like a machine learning experiment. Okay, so this is how you can rename it. Now let's try to understand what are the functionalities are available for us one by one for doing those machine learning experiment or machine learning system design. So if you see in this left column, there are a lot of options are available like a saved data set or a trained model, data format conversion. So let's try to understand one by one. We have seen in earlier lecture that what are the minimum and generic steps are required for designing this machine learning system. Out of that, the very first step was the selecting the data set. Either you have a data set or for the prototype purpose you can use some of the data set. So this Azure machine learning platform is already provide lot of inbuilt small data set like this airport code data set, breast cancer data set. These are all the very standard data set. So rather than importing from somewhere else, you can start using those data set like MNIST digit recognition data set, movie rating data set. So you can directly use those kind of data set and you can apply machine learning algorithm on the top of it. So this is about the saved data set. If you don't have a saved data set, you can use another module which you will allow you to import those data set from other database like a SQL server or Apache Hive or even a Hadoop platform, or if it is a hosted on somewhere else. Next is a train model. So whatever the model you have already trained, it will come here, so you can directly use this as a black box system. One more, next is data format conversion. So whatever the data you have got it, suppose if you do some kind of processing on the top of it and whatever the results you got it, after that you want to store it as a suppose CSV format or ERFF format or TSV format, you can directly use this kind of blocks is there, and this is what our full workspace are there. So if you want to do it, just double click on it and it will come here. And once you run it, and that it will start doing its work. That we are going to see in a next lecture once we start actually doing our experiments. So for timing I am just deleting this. After that there is a data input and data output. So one is a enter data manually. So every block has its own functionality. So either you can give it like a manual data in a CSV format or even a SVM light format or even a ERFF or TSV format. You can export even data, you can import those kind of data. For importing, there are a lot of other options are available. You can import those data from Azure blob storage kind of data set. You can use this storage account of whatever Microsoft has given us. Apart from that, there is Azure table, Azure SQL database, Hive query, you can use it. And suppose your SQL data set is available somewhere in a remote location, you can give authentication for that and hosting name, and you can directly import with the simple SQL query those functionality. Suppose your data set is situated somewhere in a remote location on some web URL, you can directly use those functionality. So in this way, from the multiple location you can import those data. That's why this block is given data input and a data output. After that, there is a data transformation. Suppose you got this data, you want to do some kind of operation, you want to apply some filter or median filter. These are all image processing related filter, FIR. This is a signal processing related filter. After that, there are a lot of mathematics and statistics related calculation you want to you can do it. You want to add a column to your existing data set, you are not happy with your current data set, you want to perform the join on those data set. For that, all those modules has been given. You want to scale those data set, so that's why these data transformation blocks are very useful for it. After that, once you are satisfied with your data, before applying this machine learning algorithm, there is a very good things are how you can select the feature, which is nothing but the feature selection. For that, there are three different permutation feature, then feature linear discriminant analysis functionality, and a filter based feature selection Microsoft has provided. So suppose some features are very useful and contributing more for designing your machine learning system, it may happen some features are not very useful. So in that case, you can use those block and you can select a useful feature. After that, very important part, which is nothing but the machine learning part. So for that, we have a evaluate model. You can use this cross validate model or evaluate model. You can initialize model. For that, there are a lot of regression models has been given, like a Bayesian regression, boosted decision tree, neural network, or Poisson regression. For clustering, also a lot of different algorithms like k-means clustering. For classification, hell lot of different algorithm Microsoft has already provided, so you can use it those algorithm in a cloud as a black box system. You apply those data directly and feed your data directly to your machine learning algorithm, and you can use it. After that, there are number of different modules of other library, like open CV libraries has been given. Python language module. Suppose in some case, some step of your designing of machine learning system, it may happen that whatever your custom stuff you want to perform, and that is not been given inside this ready-made module, you can directly write this Python script, and R model also you can write in between, and you can execute those Python script and you can get those desired result. For that, you can use this module of execute Python script or execute R script. There are a lot of statistics functionality has been also given. Text analytics platforms are there, so you can use it like a black box, like you apply some language and it will detect this language, so output will be a detection of those language except the key phrase from this tag. So these are all things you can use it like a black box system. There is a web service. Once you are satisfied with your model, you can use it like a web service model. So once you train your model, you save those model, and after that, whenever the new request come, it will work, it has deployed as a web service, so you can call your service as a simple HTTP request and you will get the result in a real time. So these are all lot of different functionality regarding to the machine learning experiment design given by Microsoft Azure machine learning platform. So from next lecture onward, we are going to see these individual blocks, and we are trying to work with a very simple one data set, and then we'll slowly move towards the even higher level steps of machine learning system design, like a selecting data and then a cleaning data, splitting data, machine learning algorithm application on the top of it, then you evaluate model, what we have seen in a last lecture. So that's it for this lecture, friends. I hope you enjoy listening this video, and if you haven't subscribed it, please do subscribe now, and please do support my channel.